Rear win number 33 for Brad Keselowski. He's going to win at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Brad Keselowski won this race.
I made a joke yesterday that said if Brad Keselowski wins today, it means that Chase Elliott was leading late. Well, unlike his first 2 wins this season, he absolutely dominated today. Brad Keselowski gets his 3rd win of the season. If you remember those first 2, the Coca-Cola 600, Elliott pitted late, Keselowski stayed out, won that. And then, of course, stole the win at Bristol as well when Elliott wrecked himself in Logano. And today, Brad, just absolutely incredible performance. I think he led almost 200 laps on the day out of the 301. Won a stage. Him and Hamlin split the stages. It was Denny and Brad all day long battling for that win. And Keselowski got the advantage and was able to hold the rest of them off on that final long green flag run. But before we get into the video, I got some good news, guys. So before the race today, I won this contest. This contest was about a month back. I'll explain it tomorrow in the video, but I got to do a Zoom call with the one and only Jimmie Johnson. This is not like a joke. This is not a prank. I really was on a Zoom call with about 20 other fans and Jimmie Johnson himself, and I got to ask him a question. It was a really fun time just to see Jimmie Johnson via Zoom. I have my stuff that I recorded that from my phone on my laptop because I don't know how to record on the laptop. But I think Ally, Hendrick Motorsports, whoever was running it, they recorded the session. I think I might get that. If I don't get that, I will post that at a later date, and I will just post what I have tomorrow. But yeah, that was a really cool experience, so I hope you stick around tomorrow for that. But today we are here to talk about the race. For the 6th time this year, I got to pick right. I'm serious, guys. Like, I'm never this good at picking races. Like, something always goes wrong with the guy I pick 6 times this year. It's miraculous. But Brad Keselowski wins, adds himself 6 playoff points on the day. Really good day for him. There's no other way to say it. He was so good today. Top 3 most of the day. Led a ton of laps, obviously. I said, I think he led 183 laps on the day. Him and Hamlin were having great battles for the lead at the very beginning in stage 1. Keselowski, Hamlin, and Blaney were having a crazy battle for the lead. And, yeah, Brad and Denny, they dominated the day. There's no other way to say it. Those 2 were the best cars in the field. The past few weeks, it's been Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin, but, to see someone else up there, Brad Keselowski, he's definitely making a case for him to be another favorite for the championship. Right now, it's Harvick and Hamlin up here for sure, and then everyone else is just kind of falling in line. But I think Brad Keselowski is slowly making himself available for that 3rd spot. He's got 3 wins on the season now. He's starting to rack up some playoff points with stage wins, some regular season points as well. So I think that Brad Keselowski trying to make himself a name that's very championship favorite-y. I think he's trying to make that a case, and he's making a good one. He's got to win some more races to catch up to those guys in playoff points, but to separate himself from the rest of the gap. But he's doing a good job. He did it today here at New Hampshire. So yeah, let's go through today's race. Started off ugly for one guy, and as he said, it's still 2020. Kyle Busch's 2020 season continues to be terrible. Lap 15, he hits the wall and then cuts a tire, and it destroys his car. Day over before it even started. Kyle Busch started up front in the top 5, got a good draw. Nope. He's going to run into the wall, cut a tire, end his day, finishes dead last. While he is still well above the cutoff line, do we have concern for Kyle Busch? Kyle Busch is usually a championship favorite every year. He usually has 3 or 4 wins by this time of the year, but he has 1 stage win, 0 race wins, and he is still 90 points above the cutoff line, but he's struggling. I know that they don't have practice, and they've said that's been the problem, but hitting the wall and cutting a tire from it, that's not Kyle Busch. That's not normal Kyle Busch. He's done this 2 weeks in a row now. He did it last week at Kansas. He did it this week at New Hampshire. Nothing is clicking with that team. As they said, practice. They don't have practice, so they don't get the adjustments that they have. The speed seems like it hasn't been there, and when it is there, driver error. Kyle Busch had a good car last week. He seemed like he was going to have a good car today, and he hits the wall and ruins their day. they just can't get anything together. I don't know what it is. I don't know if suddenly it's going to start clicking here in a couple weeks. If they have one good race, it'll trigger a bunch of good races. I don't know. You see his teammates. You had 2 other teammates in the top 3, but they just have been struggling recently. I mean, yeah, they're well above the cutoff line, but I'm concerned for them. I'm not saying they're a guaranteed first-round elimination, but if they can't get some playoff points and they have a bad race in the first round of the playoffs, they'll be well below the cutoff line. So they need to get it together. That team is struggling right now, and this is not a good time to struggle. They got to get their act together. But other storylines today, as I said, Keselowski dominating. Kyle Busch, his problems. Penske and Ford had a really good day. There were, 6 Fords in the top 10, it looks like. Blaney wasn't up there. He got pinned a lap down or something, finished 20th. But anyways, let's go through the results like we normally do. Brad Keselowski's your winner. Add some playoff points to his name. His 3rd win of 2020. I swear that's his first time he's ever won with Alliance. I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, yeah, good win for him. Good win for Roger Penske. Keselowski, as I said, trying to make himself a championship favorite. He's trying to be up there with Hamlin and Harvick. Hamlin, 2nd. Good day for him. He got himself a playoff point with that Stage 1 victory. Good points day. You can get some more playoff points by finishing higher in the regular season point standings. So a good points day for him. 2nd place, obviously. For him, I'm sure he would have rather had the win. I don't think that's a question. Well, actually, that is a question because he hates that lobster. So maybe he intentionally finished 2nd. Conspiracy theory. Anyways, Martin Truex Jr. 3rd. Solid day for him. Don't know what else to say about it. Got up there and finished 3rd. 4th, Joey Logano. Joey Logano had a penalty or something early on in the day and had to go to the back. Rallies back for a top 5 finish. A good day for him. 5th, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick had to overcome being a lap down. Stage 2 at the end, they did not have enough fuel to make it. They had to pit, and they were pinned a lap down, but they rallied back for 5th place finish. He had won the last 2 races at New Hampshire, so still a good day for him. He's still got a big gap on that points lead. 6th, Matt DiBenedetto. I talked about this in the race preview. He does really good at these types of tracks. Got a top 5 last year, was in the top 5 late, but was passed by Kevin Harvick. A 6th place finish, that is what they need. As we get closer to this playoff cutoff race at Daytona, and especially with it being Daytona and anything can happen there, you can wreck any time of that race or you can be involved in something, you got to have these good points day to try to build that gap. But obviously, as I've been saying, with the amount of wacky winners we've had this year with Cole Custer and Austin Dillon, and with 2 wild card races coming up at the Daytona Road Course and the Daytona Oval, I think you got to win, obviously, but you can't win every race. And with so many good cars in this field, it's hard to win. So if Matt DiBenedetto can't win, he needs to stretch that points gap, and he's got to pass as many people as he can in the point standings to lock himself into the playoffs. 7th, Eric Almirola. Started on pole, another good day for him. I think that's 8 straight top 10s or 9 straight top 10s for him. They are on a roll right now. They're getting close. Soon. They're going to find victory lane soon, it feels like. So they just got to keep up this momentum. 8th, Cole Custer. A good day for Stewart-Haas Racing overall. Cole Custer, if you look at his recent results, they've been picking it up. Top 5 at Indy, the win at Kentucky, DNF at Texas from a giant crash, and then 2 consecutive top 10s last week at Kansas and this week at New Hampshire. So that 41 team, they're starting to figure some stuff out. Good for them. 9th, Chase Elliott. He led a couple laps. He ended up finishing 9th. 10th, Tyler Reddick. A really good battle for 9th through 12th there at the end. Elliott, Reddick, Byron, Johnson. They were all battling for those points, for those positions. Elliott takes 9th. Reddick, 10th. Byron, 11th. Jimmie Johnson, 12th. Byron was up there in the top 5. Actually got up to 2nd at one point. I tell you what, it's encouraging to see that car run up front. They've not had a great year. There's no sugarcoating it. They have not had a great year. But these last 2 races, they've been in the top 5 at multiple occasions. We saw them late at Kansas in the top 5, leading laps. And then this week, they were in the top 5, and then they ended up finishing 11th. But that's very promising to see them up front, running up in the top 5 with guys like Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin. So they got to keep that up. They got to find some more speed in those Hendrick cars. But a good day for William Byron, I would say. And 12th, Jimmie Johnson. He was running 6th early on. Luckily, it wasn't a wreck. Luckily, it was not a DNF, but man, he spun out and I was about to throw a brick or something. I don't know, but Jimmie spun out. I was mad. Clint Bowyer, Jimmie was on the apron. Bowyer kind of pinched him low and Jimmie spun out after contact. Not a lot of damage. Got back up into the top 5. Ends up falling out of the top 10 to 12th, but considering he spun out and it could have been much worse, 12th is not a bad day, especially with the recent luck. 13th, Austin Dillon. He led a couple laps there. 14th, Stenhouse. 15th, Bowman. 16th, Priest. Oh, my. Priest had a terrible year. 16th place is a win for them. It's not like necessarily their speed, necessarily. They've just been crashing and engine problems and stuff. But 16th, a good day for him. 17th, Kurt Busch. 18th, Clint Bowyer. 19th, Michael McDowell. 20th, Ryan Blaney. As I said, top 5 speed. I think he led a couple laps there, but got pinned a lap down when they pitted at the end of stage 2, I think it was, and they end up with the 20th place finish. 21st, Ryan Newman. 22nd, Ty Dillon. 23rd, Bubba Wallace. 24th, Eric Jones. He fell off a cliff or something. I have no idea what happened to him. 25th, Chris Buescher. 26th, Daniel Suarez. 27th, Brendan Poole. 28th, Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell, I feel bad for him. Today, he was having a really good day. Top 5 at some points, top 10 most of the day, had a right rear tire blow down, rallied back into the top 10, had a right rear tire blow again, finishes 28th. His car was better than his results. 29th, J.J. Yeley. 30th, James Davison. 31st, Garrett Smithley. 32nd, Quinn Houff. 33rd, Timmy Hill. 34th, Joey Gase. 35th, Corey LaJoie. 36th, John Hunter Nemechek was involved in a crash, and it ended his day. 37th, Matt Kenseth. Golly, he spun out. And then he was the next caution like 5 laps later for a tire that went down. And then 5 laps later, he was a tire down again in another caution. Matt Kenseth struggled today. And then dead last, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know if they're going to... If at this point, it's like, are they going to get it together? I genuinely don't know. I think they will. But, yeah. That's your race recap. Your race results. Keselowski dominates. Kyle Busch continues to struggle this year. I don't know how else to put it, but yeah, tomorrow we got those Jimmie highlights from that interview, or not interview, but that, whatever you want to call it, Zoom call. I had a great time. Very thankful to Ally, Hendrick Motorsports. I sound like Jimmie, thanking his sponsors and stuff, but it was a really good time. I really enjoyed it. I'm sure the other people there also enjoyed it, so it was a really good time, really fun. So thank you to them, but you'll see that tomorrow. If you're watching this right now, make sure to leave a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share it with your NASCAR fans, too.